Hello folks, welcome to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet. This is the ABC Journeyman and we are here with club number 9, which is Coventry City at the end of our first season there. This is how things stood after the end of the last episode. We'd just gone to play Southend United, who were doing well in the league, and we managed to pull off a fantastic victory against Southend with Van Rijswijk scoring a late goal, which put us in potential contention for the playoffs. Now, we've played all the way through to the end of the season, and we'll see how things have gone. So this is how the season ended. We played West Brom, and this was the real disappointment. We played very, very well in this game. It was one of the few games where we've actually kind of didn't get what we deserved. We were ahead in the game. We were 2-1 up. Aaron Land and Van Rijswijk with the goals, and they scored 2 late goals from Winwood to win it 3-2. It was not a deserved victory. A draw or a victory would be much more deserving for us, but we did not get it. And in the end, was that going to be an important 3 dropped points? Well, we followed that up with an amazing 4-0 victory against Bournemouth. We really put things right. Goals from Allen, Kinch, Flint and Matheson. And then a home victory over playoff chasing Norwich. 2 goals from Leo in a tight tussle. We went away to Swansea and drew 1-1 with them. A penalty from Aaron Land, and they quickly replied. I was a little disappointed with this one as well, but Swansea were top of the league. We gave it a really good go to beat them, and I felt we could have nicked it, didn't quite. And then final game of the season, home against Derby, who are lower mid-table, and Van Rijswijk with yet another goal. That was the end of the season, but was it going to be enough to get us into those promotion places? Well, as you can see, oh so close. We were 2 points behind Oxford, and we have finished in the playoff positions. And today's episode, we're going to be going to play Nottingham Forest over 2 legs. They finished, well, a fair few points behind us, 8 points behind us, and they're on what can only be described as a poor run of form. As you can see, they are not scoring many goals and they're conceding lots of goals. The last 2 months have been pretty dire for them. They almost fell out the playoff picture, but they just about held on to it. So they are not in any sort of form. We, on the other hand, are on great form. So everything says that we should have a real chance here to take Forest. One of the things that surprised me, actually, I was looking through the stats, league stats, and this one didn't surprise me. You can see that we have conceded the fewest number of goals in the league. Forest also on the same number as us. But what really kind of surprised me, given what I've been saying all along, was this. We're 5th highest scorers in the league with 61 goals. That really, really surprised me. I did not expect that. But we're going to have to make the most of the chances we get. And we're going away to Forest. We lost 2-0 in the league when we went to Forest. They have got in charge of them, there we go, Scott McTominay. So he is leading the Forest side from the dugout. The tricky treat. I have never heard that before. That's not there. I mean, yeah. I've never heard that before. Is that a real nickname? I mean, considering I come from near there, I've never ever heard that. Right, let's get into it. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We've got a couple of injuries at the minute. We're missing Land and Alabi. Alabi, not so much of a problem. He would have been starting off the bench, but Land is a good goal-scoring midfielder. And Flint and Allen have played probably a similar number of games, but they don't score as many goals. So that might just give us a little bit less of a threat going forward. But we're starting with this very, very well established lineup. Van Rijswijk is going to lead the line. He has just come back from a little niggle, as has D. They both are fit to start though. Liddell on the left, Leo on the right, Flint, Allen, Chavez. That midfield trio that has done so well alongside Land, the four of them together have been epically good. And the back line, Peters, D, Kinch and Harris, Davis in goal, highest number of clean sheets in the goal, so in the league. So we are a very good side. We're lacking a bit on the bench because of Alabi not being there. So we brought Fraser Danby on, who really is not a very good player. But we've got strength on the bench in that we've got Allen there, we've got Matheson, who's come off and done well, and we've got Hughes. Okar and Barjones are also in there, of course, Danny Barjones. And one of the things that I did notice, in the last 3 seasons, he has scored goals at I think the last 4 seasons, he scored goals at 4 different levels of football. If we get promotion, and this is a big if because I don't expect to, he could potentially score at the top 5 leagues in consecutive seasons, which would be absolutely mad. Just 1 goal this season, but well done. Right, let's get into it. What I don't want, we've had 1 or 2 just really rubbish performances, but I'm hoping we can just keep things tight as we do normally, pass it around and just create some trouble for them. Well, Carillo, he's going to have a shot, I think, from distance. This will be ambitious to score from here. It's gone in. My God, that is an absolute... I mean, it started outside of the post. What a free kick. You don't see many of those going in. Oh, that's a real disappointment. Goalkeeper, I don't think he could ever get there. I think it was pretty much the perfect free kick. Oh, no. That's not the start we needed. But here's Flint picking it up. Just nicked the ball off him. Allen going forward. He's running at them. And I don't know whether the shot was the thing to do. Maybe he could have just put that into the box. But I guess you got to shoot to have a chance. Here's Van Rijswijk. And Kinch loses it at the far post. So, yeah, a bit of an attack there. I think it's super even, and it is a speculative goal that's taken the lead. Well, with half time, it's as even as you'd expect. We're 1-0 down, and it was a very, very good free kick. I think we are. I do think we're very unlucky to be behind because they've offered very little other than that. Well, here they go. Another free kick. 67 minutes on the clock. We are going to have to start thinking about making some changes. Here's Coyel again. Is he going to have a shot? A shot from distance there. No real worry. We are going to make a change. Van Rijswijk is going to come off. Charlie Allen on. And we're going to bring Matheson on, he's got a goal in him as well. That's better. Harris just picks it up. That high line just seems to work with the fast defenders. Peters into Flint. Liddell. He's through. Oh. And there was a decent effort. Well, I'm not too disappointed with that. I mean, we ended up losing it 1-0. There was very little in the game. It was just a very, very good free kick that did it. I think it was always going to be tough going away to Forest to get something there. But we know we've got every chance to take them back to our place and get a clean sheet. And if we can score a goal, all the better. So let's go forward. We'll see if we can grind out the result at home. Right, so here we go. We are expected to win this match. We know if we do, we're going to be playing Norwich in the final. We've beaten them relatively recently as well, although that was a hard game, and maybe Norwich perhaps may feel a little aggrieved they didn't get anything out of it. So we're going to come in here with exactly the same team. I think we're just going to try a little bit harder to get a result out of this. I think the only change that we are making is on the bench, with Barjones dropping out of the team, Heath coming in to offer a little bit more on the wings. So we've got a lot of players who can play up top or on the wings, and I think that makes sense, particularly when we might need to change things up. So yeah, that's what we'll go with. Come on, let's get this done. We've got lots of good players on this. An early goal would be really nice, but I feel this is going to be tight. Are we going to have enough about ourselves, the steel and determination to beat Forest over these two legs and come back from 1-0 down? But Forest with an early start, this is not what we need to happen early doors. But here's Leo. This is exactly what we need to happen. We know Leo's very, very capable just to run away with that. We don't actually have very few dribbles compared to most teams. We just pass through them. Here's Peters round the corner. Flint, ball over the top. It's Liddell. He's got a chance here. Leo misses. Oh my. He's been putting those away every single game he's got them. And that is the biggest chance. And we would always put those ones away. Always. Is it the size of game that is worrying us? Is that preying on our mind? And we've got a few players who aren't maybe as on it as they might have been. That's a worry, that is. And look at the possession stats. This is very unlike us. So we for some reason, Forest don't play possession football really. This is not what they do. But for some reason they've got more of the ball than we do, and that's a beautiful. Oh my God, what a miss! Well, it's 1-1 on the miss on the miss front, so I'll take that. But we're not really doing. This is not the confident performance I would have hoped for. Oh, God. Allen, he's looking for the pass. He's found Liddell. Oh, and Liddell over the top. So we get to half time, it's 0-0, and we've had the chances, I think, that I would have expected us to have put one of those away. Here's Flint. Chips it in. This is not where we're best, so we're going to have to create something for this. There's no one out wide. Harris finally making the width here. Into Leo into Allen. Harris over the top from Flint. It wasn't to be. We did not take the chances that we got. And we had one massive chance, one absolutely glorious chance. And all the time previously, we have put those chances away. But Leo, ball came to him and he did not finish it, which is huge. If we'd scored that early goal, I think we go on and win it. But we just did not get started. And Forest, to fair play to them, they bossed the possession. I think that's possibly the worst we've done with possession overall. So they completely changed the way they were playing against us, and we were not able to deal with that. So, fair play to their manager for making that happen. So we're not getting promoted. I genuinely thought we had a chance here, and we have not had 2 games on the trot this season. I think very often. I think there's only one instance where we haven't scored in 2 games, and this is the worst time to do that, isn't it? So frustrating, but I guess it is what it is. We've done very, very well. What a great season, great performance, and we can't be too disappointed getting to the playoffs. What a result. Can we do it next year? It's going to be hard. We've got players, we've got bids in for Chavez. Curtis Kinch is not looking to sign a contract, so we're going to have to replace him. And a number of these other players are leaving, as well as all the loanees. And it's been many of the loanees who have been the real success stories here. I think if we got promoted, maybe we could have thought about holding on to Leo and D, but as things stand, I think they'll probably, the parent clubs will say, maybe we want to give them a chance to play in a Premier League side or a different side. So that's frustrating. It is very frustrating, but what a season we have had. I think we just have to appreciate that. Danny Barjones, maybe if he'd have come on right at the end, that might have made the difference, but it was not to be. Anyway, folks, let me know what you thought of that season. I think it's one of the most pleasing seasons I've had, giving a tiki-taka tactic a go with a as Coventry City side who have a minute squad. Yeah, it's been fun. Anyway, folks, I will see you in season number 2 with Coventry. We're going nowhere. Well, we can't go anywhere with the rules for this anyway, but we are going to be trying to go again at this and see if we can get a promotion in season 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.